Abstract Tiger Productions here. I am Chris.
I am Drew.
And we are back with the finale of Doctor Who Flux Capacitor.
You're 6 for 6.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, I don't think I did it last week last episode because my frustration.
Oh, well, yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah. But speaking of last episode, we had the Doctor finally find the division by way of weeping angels.
Yes, because you had to be converted in order to pass through the
outside the universe and blah blah blah, and there's a space station that's between the universes. That's why nobody could find them. Mm-hmm. And lo and behold, guess who was in charge of the division all along? Plankton.
Tecteun.
Oh,
did you say Plankton?
Yes, I did.
I was like trying to read through my notes. I was like, I know that name's in here somewhere.
Tecteun, yes. The Doctor's supposed adopted mother, something, whatever. I don't even think she really became a mother. More like a I don't know what you would call it.
Guardian?
No, she didn't really guard much. She just used the Doctor as an lab rat, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, well. And apparently her plan was to collapse this universe and make the way into another one and basically start the cycle all over again.
Yes. Exploring all the new species. And...
yeah, there's like... the Doctor was not happy, and she didn't like to be having her companions called experiments as well.
Right.
Though there has been some question called in about some manipulation with some of them in the past, but
yeah.
So there may be a grain of truth, but
meanwhile on Earth,
Sontarans attack.
Yes.
At the very end. Because
they partnered with the Grand Serpent.
Yeah, I was going to call him Snake Man, but thank you for that. Grand Serpent. Who apparently was one of the orchestrators of UNIT and was the reason why they shut down. But
that was the Matt Smith shutdown. Or the shutdown from Matt Smith's era. And we got Kate Lethbridge-Stewart.
Briefly, yeah.
Yeah, for a second.
Yeah.
And then she went into hiding.
Yes. Osgood's still around.
Yeah, we got a phone call.
Yes. And then it takes a lot to break a phone like that.
Oh, absolutely.
Granted, that was a flip phone, so yeah, you could say.
Oh, I thought it was like a straight up satellite phone.
No, it was a flip phone.
Oh, okay.
So which makes it a little bit easier because that Kinj is a weak point, but still, that's I guess adrenaline does stuff, So yeah. Let's see what else.
Yesterday was the end of the world.
At the time of this recording, no, it was Sunday, because today is Tuesday.
Oh, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yep, today's Tuesday.
The 5th.
I'm even more asleep.
Yeah, the 5th of December was supposed to be about an unknown year, but anyways, we speculated it was this year, but December 5th was...
Because it says present day, and then the Sontarans pop up. So,
yeah.
The Sontarans.
But we've also figured out the answer to the 1820s man who was popping in and out. Apparently, the time is wibbly wobbly inside his tunnels that he built.
Yes.
Or excavated in Liverpool.
The Williamson tunnels. Yep.
Let's see here.
Yes, Dan and
Vinder
Jericho.
is now inside of a passenger form.
Yes.
Bell and him missed because Calverlista basically hijacked her ship.
Yep. Well, reclaimed stolen property.
Yes, true. Yeah. And then they were...
You are not a Lupa.
No. Then they ended up fighting. Then they ended up on their ship. The ship fighting each other. And then the Sontarans showed up en masse. With Strack being... Or Skak, not Strack. Skak. Basically wanting probably revenge for what happened in...
the Crimean War.
The Crimean War.
Yep.
The doctor kicked him off his horse. If he says, I liked that horse, I would laugh. That was hilarious. That would be hilarious. In the meantime, we have Yaz, Dan, and the Professor Jericho just gallivanting through early 1900s.
Eustachius? Was that his first name?
Something like that. Yeah. Because the doctor said that would be a 3-score word as Scrabble, but couldn't use it because it was a proper noun. Which is a rule, according to the official rule book. Yeah. Now, house rules, that's on you, but hey. All right. I think that's basically covers it.
Yep.
For now. So...
when Swarm and Azure showed up.
Yes, Swarm and Azure killed Tecteun.
Yep.
She dead now. We don't have to worry about her.
Fobwatch.
Fobwatch, yes. That was one thing. Tecteun tempted the doctor with past memories and a Fobwatch to try to get her to rejoin the division. Dr. Strap said no. With more words.
Yes. As the doctor does.
As the doctor does.
Swarm was walking towards the doctor to
try to
disintegrate whatever he does, and Azure was walking towards
what was he? I was going to say Thanos Snapper, but it's more like...
We already had a Thanos Snap. Yeah. But yeah, just like the slightest touch can make them go poof. And then Azure was walking towards the Fobwatch.
Yeah. Or at least briefly looked at it like this.
I thought I remember her walking towards the actual case.
Well, I think she was following Swarm and then just kind of looked over and just kind of went something like that.
Oh, okay.
So...
I'm so excited. I really hope we get our questions answered. This is the last episode.
I think everything is going to tie up in a nice, neat bow. Nothing ever bad happened, ever.
And then there's going to be a post-credit scene which will set up the New Year's special.
And the doctor's just going to go, what? What?
Titanic all over again. Yes.
Oh, that would be great.
Oh, it would be so good. Allons-y, Alonzo. Anyways.
I've always wanted to say that.
I mean, we got Jack back.
For one episode.
And the last time we saw them, they were together because of the doctor.
Well, not the last time we saw Jack. Jack, he went...
When we found out about the face of Bo.
Yeah, well, I was thinking to say in the New Year's episode, Jack was there.
Oh, no, I was talking about like old time.
Oh, old time. No. Old time. Back in the before days.
Yeah. 2 regenerations ago.
Oh, sorry. The dark times.
In the Davies finale.
Yes. All right. So, let's just get on with this, shall we?
Yes.
Yay.
Yes.
All right.
You're generating the final waves of the flux from here.
Now I release you.
Bye.
Now you.
Oh, what?
With me.
Well, that was...
She thinks running will help.
She was like way out in the... what? Oh!
It wasn't the vortex energy from the flux, was it?
No, I don't know what that was.
It must be a shift in time rather than space.
I think you might be getting the hang of this.
Do not dally! Who's dallying? We must take Joe.
Do not dally! Who is dallying?
Future 2021! I was right.
I have located your TARDIS, Doctor.
Yes! Dan! Kate Stewart! Kate Stewart! Jericho! A Victorian-looking bloke. A TARDIS.
Victorian-looking bloke.
And a lot of doors. Wait.
Aww. Wait. Yes.
But seriously, how am I here? I'm on Cavernister's ship.
Oopsie.
And also... I'm still here. How am I still here?
We have everything we need. Division. The power to destroy your universe. And you.
Okay. Vanquishers.
Peoples of the universe, the warriors of Sontar offer you hope. To our long-time foes in the battlefield, we make this offer. In the face of an event which may extinguish us all, we offer the three-fingered hand of uneasy alliance.
All your lost memories.
Give me that stopwatch.
Shall I open it? Shall we see? I think I shall.
Oh boy. Okay. What?
Why do we keep seeing this house?
I don't know.
You expected, Doctor.
He undid it. Okay.
I could do this forever.
How long has it been for you two?
A few years.
We went all over the world. She was amazing. She is amazing.
Don't go all soppy on me now, Scouse.
I missed you.
I missed you too. Thanks for the hologram.
Who's he?
Joseph Williamson. He built all this 19th century.
Mad Mole! Avenge Hill! Always wanted to meet you. You're on my list.
I saw the end of everything.
The final Flux event.
I believed we would be vulnerable on the surface, so I endeavored to build a city under the earth
Aha.
to protect as many of us as possible. I was mocked, and I fear
He was trying to
my
make an
efforts have been
underground
for
arc
naught.
system,
You
I guess.
know, Joseph Williamson.
You have any idea what she's talking about?
Not a clue. Almost service resumed.
Lots to do. Let's go. Infiltrate Sontarans, stop the Flux, keep everyone alive, escape Swarm, and put myself back together.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to mention. I'm being trisected across disparate dimensions.
Keep going. We start with Operation Sontaran Corner Shop.
Sontaran Corner Shop. Okay.
Humans, in these last moments of your planet's existence, let our conquest be a reminder that defiance of Sontar shall always fail.
I'd have a short
They're
reset.
addicted to
Well, not exactly.
junk food.
Yes.
Anyway, have more sweets.
You're gonna make him sick.
Sontarans are never sick. Sontarans shall be both vanquishers and saviors of the universe. Your delicious and appealing mouth snacks, Repton people, will never weaken us or our resolve. We are invulnerable.
Whoop. Whoop.
Maybe three more.
Try some of this. That is delicious.
More scum. Three scum.
We understand you're in need of psychic operatives.
They break so easily. Feeble human minds.
We know a couple who are keen to help the Sontaran cause in exchange for unlimited access to human chocolate, maybe even the yourself.
She bribing him with chocolate.
Sontaran psychic.
Yay!
What do you say?
Chocolate.
So let me get this straight. The doctor just Willy Wonka'd
Hello, Miss Brown.
a Sontaran.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
We need your percipient abilities in order for you and I to go undercover on an alien spacecraft.
Does this sort of thing happen a lot to you?
You'd be surprised. This is a big ask. How close were we? Were you my companion?
I can't talk because it would kill me.
What?
I have a synaptic collider implanted in my brain.
Oh.
If I talk about it, the collider will inject poison directly into my brain. I'll be dead in 3 seconds.
Division? Put that in your head.
There was a time I'd do anything for you. But you left me.
I don't have those memories.
I put the whole universe between us. And you come crashing back in as if nothing had ever happened.
Oh, that's sad.
So Carbonista was Reed Doctor's companion.
Yeah.
You want to keep things alive. You want creatures
The Doctor
to
hates
breathe,
endings.
live. You want species and races to build. I look into your mind and your hearts, and I don't know why you want it so much.
Doctor, finally, where you belong, as our prisoner, and the last of the Lupari. How you must mourn them.
What do you mean?
My soldiers performed admirably. Every Lupar on those ships, airlocked out into space.
Oh.
Their bodies now scatter the space lanes. Every single one. Dead. That is the cost of resistance to Sontaran might.
I'm gonna kill every last Sontaran.
I look forward to the combat.
Nice blaster action. Where'd you train?
Laser Quest was Ackley. I need to show you something. Found this after I'd been here for a while.
How long did it take to dig this?
Way too long.
It's a bioform. It's a combination of organic and machine. But these are the internal tech systems.
I figured systems have a purpose, and if they're buried, it's to prevent interference. So, I interfered. Self-repair, so they're only there a limited time.
Now, I'm all about disrupting the systems.
Gotta be quick!
We're out. Nice work.
Now what?
The true coordinates will no doubt be an excruciating and possibly overwhelming psychic load. Your service to Sontar will end in success or death.
And the reward for success?
Is death.
Death. Activate psychic load.
Surrender to death.
I'd rather not. Because you've got 2 problems. One, I'm not fully here. Split across 3 places. You can't get a full physical lock on me because I can't even get one on myself. And 2. Well, 2.
Ha!
Please stop torturing me.
Please stop torturing me.
Wow, you're cute. Yes. So are you.
Oh, jeez.
What have you done to me?
Put you on the very naughty step. Frozen. There's 2 of you. I know. Eden, we have to go very quickly. We have to go. Quick, smart. What's... Are you... I'll tell you when we're running.
Intruders! Halt and face your inevitable death!
Hold and face your inevitable death.
In the doggos, are you?
Go away.
Now then.
Be nice or you won't get a biscuit.
I see you won't get a biscuit.
And how does them summoning their enemies connect up to the flux? Oh, there's too many questions. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Good idea.
Pinky? Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Doctor to doctor to doctor.
Doctor to doctor to doctor.
Bridge the divide. Contact. Yes. It's in the details. The makeup of the flux, the primary material, antimatter, created outside of our universe and channeled in. That's what the Flux is. They're doing something with the Flux generation system.
You were interrogating her? She rescued herself. Another doctor, the same doctor in her own TARDIS. I do not have time for your delusional witterings. Our strategy has been activated.
I just need to trace all recent readings of Artron energy around the Earth.
Be quick, if you wish to survive alongside us.
Divide and conquer. Yaz with me to Kate in the tunnels. Other me, rescue Vinda.
Yeah.
Get in! Quick! TARDIS doesn't like it in here. Can't stay too long.
We've got you back.
You were late?
You were late.
I promise. It was his fault.
Ha ha.
Don't blame me. Wish I'd never had anything to do with him.
If they managed to wipe out the entire assembled armies of Cybermen and Daleks, having lured them there to negotiate a truce, and that would reverberate across civilizations. Sontarans as the ultimate vanquishers. That is a massive power grab, the biggest swing they've ever made.
Jericho, Claire, use the transmat rings now.
Ready?
Yes. Go, Miss Brown.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Oh no. Well.
Oh,
Whoa.
they actually showed up. I'm
Yep.
shocked.
Wow. That's a lot of ships.
And again, the last time we saw something like this was when the Pandorica opened.
Not on this scale. This is different.
You're in the wrong formation. Resume protective placing.
Ha!
Where are my soldiers?
Unconscious.
What, you think I know Lupari's ships inside out?
Learn how to send a stun pulse to incapacitate intruders.
And how to remotely control the fleet formation?
You are not in control. We are.
And this is for my people!
Oh!
I have you now, nameless human.
I, sir, am Professor Eustachius Jericho, Scourge of Scoundrels.
I wish I'd written that autobiography. What a good title.
Will now execute you.
I really don't think you're going to have time.
I don't think you're going to have time.
What an awfully big adventure.
I knew you'd have some use. Hoover up that flux for us.
But how would I reward your failure in my services?
Oopsie. Well.
I'm
Okay.
so beyond confused. So Swarm is time? Or it was like a combination of Swarm and Azure.
I think it's just another version.
Oh, so now we have variants.
Or, like. I.
Nice look.
Oh.
I fancy that coat. Oh, I get how that ego appeal thing works now.
Ooh.
Okay. It
Inverted.
Takes,
My
yeah,
turn
okay.
now, is it? Your time is heading to its end. No. It's not. You're wrong. Nothing is forever. No regeneration. No life. Beware of the forces that mass against you. And their master. What do you mean?
Uh-oh. The master.
What do you mean, their master?
Open door 7.
Door 7. What's behind door number 7? Let's make a deal. Maybe not. Ooh, it's a frigid wasteland.
You wanna know who I am? I'm the man who understands the pain of exile.
Nope, it's just a rock in space.
Yep.
I wish he would have fixed the thing in his
You
head.
your life. You
Yeah,
got
me
the
too.
information that we needed. Yaz is right. None of us would be here without you.
Or you, Doctor. Thank you. As always, where would Earth be without you?
Always glad to help.
I like this regeneration. Hope I meet it again.
I hope so too.
Listen, I booked a table at the Riviera tomorrow night. I thought we could finally get that drink.
Do you mind if we don't?
I wasn't late. It wasn't my fault.
Maybe not tomorrow. I'd better.
Yeah, yeah.
Need a lift anywhere?
Why? Where you going?
No idea. Wanna come?
First left, ninth right, and then third left. Bedroom corridor.
I want to tell you everything. I'd like that.
Did you say left or right?
Come on, Scouse. Let Yorkshire show you the way.
Oh.
Do me a favor. Keep this safe. Somewhere deep within this TARDIS. Somewhere I can never find it.
She doesn't want it. Ooh.
Unless I really ask for it.
Okay.
What was that last line? I didn't hear it.
She said, unless I really ask for it.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay. All right. Technical difficulties. Hold on. Technical difficulties over. All right.
That was the craziest 6 episodes of Doctor Who.
In a long time.
Well, I think that I personally ever experienced. I don't remember a 6-episode arc that was this insane. Personally. Definitely not New Who.
No. And I'm just... My mind is kind of going through comparisons, and all of it, from what I know, probably the closest thing that I could probably maybe get... maybe Journey's End might be a little there. But even then, that was pretty tame.
Yeah.
Though there was the final story of the second Doctor, Patrick Troughton's Doctor,
Mm-hmm.
the War Games.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it.
I
have
I'm going back in the files. Hang on.
I have it. I think it's on VHS up in my collection up there.
I'm not ringing a bell. I don't think I've seen it.
It was pretty crazy as well. It involved well, there was speculation. They never really stated in the show itself, but there was all like this alien. Basically, he called himself the War Chief. Basically, took people out of time and kind of pitted them to different armies.
Tournament of Champions.
Not as fun.
Well, I was gonna say, but like in
kind of like different pieces, different time periods of soldiers pitting each other, just kind of like in different. Yeah,
that sounds like okay. So, not to jump tracks, but it reminds me of Marvel when the Collector would have the Tournament of Champions with the Grandmaster, his older brother.
Okay,
and yeah, they would like. You pick a team of heroes, you pick a team of villains, and we'll figure out who's better.
Yeah. Kind of, but I think he was aided possibly by a rogue Time Lord. The Doctor couldn't fix it himself.
Yeah.
So he had to do the one thing that he hadn't done since he left Gallifrey, and that's contact the Time Lords to put everybody back and everything back the way it was.
Okay.
And that was in canon in the show.
And that's
the first people what he was.
Yeah.
Because obviously he wasn't human because humans don't regenerate like that. But the first mention of the Time Lords and the first appearance of the Time Lords.
Okay.
In the show.
And that was what opened the door for Pertwee and Baker to have those flowing storylines. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, with especially Pertwee didn't really go back to Gallifrey. He was exiled on Earth. That was his punishment.
Right. Yeah.
And his knowledge of how to properly pilot the TARDIS was stripped from him. So he could try to leave, but. Essentially, he called himself an intergalactic yo-yo. Basically, he could go out, do something that maybe they wanted him to do, and then come right back to Earth.
Now, is he strictly... I only saw the few episodes that were actually available on Hulu, so I am not well-versed in Classic Who nearly as much as New Who.
Yeah.
So, just so I have a clear understanding, was he still time-bound as well? Like... present day at that time, or was he still
at that time present day? Yes, he could time travel, but it was only at the behest of the Time Lords.
Okay, so more yo-yo stuff.
Yes, more yo-yo stuff.
So most of his stories were present day.
Most of yes, until he kind of sort of redeemed himself.
Okay,
and saved Gallifrey. I don't know why I said it like that. That was weird.
Mm-hmm.
And they basically lifted his sentence, and he was given back the knowledge of how to properly operate the TARDIS and time travel and all that stuff back to. And then he finished up. Well, not immediately.
Oh, okay.
Not immediately. He had 3 companions of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
The first one, she's only stayed around for maybe like 8 quote-unquote season.
Yeah.
And then Joe Grant came along. She was there for a little while and then left. And then Sarah Jane Smith came along.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when the Sontarans got started.
Right.
Introduced, I should say. And then she stayed on through his last half, last stint as the Doctor. And then regenerated into Tom Baker. So, yeah. But he didn't. But there was like some weirdness with the 6th Doctor meeting the 2nd Doctor. Apparently, before he got forcibly regenerated, he was made to go on some actual missions.
Yeah.
When he was in the 2nd form still. It's wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff.
Okay. So Colin Baker met Troughton.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and he was very confused because he didn't remember any of it, obviously.
Right. Yeah.
Also, the two companions that were traveling with the Doctor at the time when he at the end of his second, their memories of him, of their travels with him, were erased except for their initial mission that they did with him. Basically, they were led to believe their memories were erased. They were led to believe that instead of going with the Doctor, they stayed behind.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. It was... Yeah, they did a lot of stuff. But, yeah. Anyways, this... I am mostly happy with this. There's still obviously some questions going on because there, your time is ending, and I would imagine that's alluding to a regeneration.
Yeah.
However, that line is no more regenerations or whatever. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Oh, see, I interpreted that differently. I thought he was saying no matter how many times you regenerate, time will always come for you.
I don't.
That's how I interpreted what was said.
I don't know.
Because it says no matter how far you run, something, and no regeneration.
I took it that there was not going to be any more. I don't know. I mean, there's no more Time Lords, quote unquote, around that we are aware of to give any more regenerations. So I think she's been limited to 13 now. But
right.
So,
but I thought that when so Trenzalore, when the Time Lords gave him
a whole brand new set,
of
13.
Okay, so you're saying that this is regeneration number 2 of the 13.
This upcoming one, yes. Well, no, I say that.
No, Whitaker would be the second.
Yes.
Because
Capaldi would have, yeah.
Okay.
Capaldi would be that, yes.
Okay.
So she's got
11 more.
11, yeah.
Okay. I misunderstood what you were saying. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, but it was kind of sad. I mean, with all the goofiness surrounding him and Dan, but Carvanista, he is the last of his kind now, and apparently he still has a we don't know. We didn't see her take it out or anything like that. I wish that would have been a thing. They could have just not had time to do it or something like that. Maybe they'll just mention it in passing or something like that in the future. I don't know. I would have liked her to remove that kill bomb thing in his head from keeping him from talking, but I don't know. Maybe she offered and he turned her down. I don't know.
Oh, no, I very much assume that it's going to be something done in the future.
Okay,
that's going to open the door.
For him to come back or something like that. And
I'm going to speculate that now that we know that there is a past that is to be explored, I'm going to speculate that we're going to see, even if it's little flashbacks like what she had, where she was on the mission in Atropos.
Yeah.
Where we're going to see Fugitive Doctor, Ruth Doctor, and Carvanista working together some more. I'm not saying whole episodes, but memories. Say the Doctor's asleep and she has a dream or something like that, because she's gotten a partial restoration because the fob watch was open, but they were preventing her from getting the full blast of it. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's more like a repressed memory at this point, where
That's
it comes in
possible.
flashes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that Carvanista is too good of a character.
Yeah.
To just one and done for this Flux storyline.
Yeah. But it is sad that he's the last one, though. I figured.
Oh, that is so sad. Yeah. No more puppy people.
So we got a name for the little Tamagotchi called. You kept calling it.
Yes.
Child Tech.
Yes. They also said the name of the baby, but I didn't.
Yeah,
catch it.
I didn't quite catch it. But apparently she wanted to break the news to Vinder first, as opposed to the Doctor blabbing it out or whatever. So that was very nice and sweet and whatnot. So we also had Professor Jericho sacrifice himself, or actually just die, in the Flux. But
the Scourge of Scoundrels.
The Scourge of Scoundrels.
I love that autobiography line. That was great.
Yeah. So the Doctor was split over 3 different timelines. One in the Division, one in the tunnels, and then one, bouncing between the Sontarans and inside the TARDIS. And then there was like 2 of them. And oh my gosh,
Division, tunnels, and then Bell's ship, because she was there with Carbonate.
Then they got on the TARDIS, and then there was 2 versions together, and
I thought that couldn't happen.
Way too much. Yeah, okay, I like her. I have a crush on her.
Yeah, that was funny, but I thought that couldn't happen. But considering it was the same consciousness split across multiple timelines, it's not her going into her own time.
No,
or crossing timelines. Okay. So yeah,
it's
it's a wibbly wobbly. What's it called?
Paradox.
No. Loophole.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah, time was broken, so it could happen.
We basically spent all of this mini series, or whatever you want to call it, with time broken.
Yeah.
Which was kind of the point.
Yeah. So I am kind of interested about. Is the universe going to, guess, decompress now and go back to, I guess, its normal form, or what's going to happen? I don't know. That was not touched on.
Yeah, there was no resolution there, and I'm kind of confused about that, because where was Carvanista supposed to be taking Bell and?
I think they were just going to go and just have fun and.
Well, no. He originally said, "I'll drop these 2 off," but they were like, "No, we like this ship."
Yeah.
So drop them off where?
I have no idea. It's a place where he could find quickly and just here, get out.
The Rock with the Grand Serpent.
Oh man.
So I did like time. Once I realized that that's what was going on, time taking the image of the person that's speaking to him.
Yeah.
I thought that was really clever.
Yeah. And if you notice, the Doctor, the coats were inverted.
I did.
That was an interesting distinction.
They did the same thing with Swarm, and that's why, because it was the purplish red with the blue sweeps, and that's why I was wondering if it was supposed to be Swarm and Azure merged.
No,
because it had the blue like her.
Yeah.
So no, I thought that was really.
Yeah.
That whole segment was kind of funny.
Yeah, but
really giving it on the ego there, huh?
Yeah. Wow. I mean. I'm glad they didn't just do like a hit the reset button on everything.
I was so afraid they were going to do that.
They could have easily went that way, but I think they would have made a lot of people upset.
Well, we just wiped out all the Daleks, Sontarans, and Cybermen. So
they're the cockroaches of the Doctor Who universe.
I know, but
they're
all
always
wiped out
going to
for
come
a
back.
second.
I mean,
but no. I didn't want there to be a reset button, because then everything's back, and now it's like, at least for a couple episodes, unless they do something off screen or there's something in Eve of the Daleks. Oh, crud. I was gonna say that brings them back, but then I realized that was the title of the New Year special.
Yeah. Well. You just I
just broke my own brain.
You disproved your own argument in court. Dang it. So last thing I have written down here is the Master to return. Since time said that line, something like all the armies and their master.
Yeah, I got that. I really hope not. We have, and I understand that Master plays a big role in Doctor Who, but we have had, with the exception of Matt Smith's run, the 11th Doctor, we have had an iteration of the Master in every bit of New Who.
It was kind of
and
like
Eccleston,
that,
but that's not technically accurate.
I don't remember that. He didn't have that.
No, but it was during Eccleston's run that the character that that was revealed as the Master was running for Prime Minister. Because it was for that whole 1.5-year time frame that he was campaigning to be Prime Minister. So he was there in the background. So I'm considering that timeline a part of David Tennant's.
I don't remember the Saxon thing until David Tennant's run at all. Period.
Well, I'm not saying he was physically there. I'm saying because of the timeline that was presented in David Tennant's timeline, it would have crossed over into Eccleston. Is what I'm saying.
Right, but he probably wouldn't have actually got.
No.
Anyways, I mean, it was kind of like that with old classic. Anyways, whenever the Master was very first introduced in Pertwee's run, and then obviously, he was primarily had a lot of stories during Pertwee's run. The actor being Roger Delgado, until his untimely death.
Is that the one with the Fu Manchu I always see pictures of?
It kind of like that, yeah. Sort of, maybe. I would have to probably show pictures, but anyways, I'll probably put him picture here. Yes.
Okay.
Wee.
Well,
hello.
I will look at you when I see you.
Yeah, okay. But
and now you're gonna put it up here just to make me look like an idiot.
You give me the idea. No, I'm kidding. But after him. No. Okay, I just put one thing that's like too much editing. No, just in a single spot.
No. Pork.
Or this whole thing is cut out.
No. Okay.
Anyways, after Roger Delgado died, they had to rework the last half of his story. Because he actually teamed up with the Daleks.
Oh, nice.
His version of the Master teamed up with the Daleks, and yeah, that was that's scary.
Benedict Arnold of him.
Yeah, well, it was a means to an end, obviously.
Yeah, but wasn't that the start of the Great Time War?
No.
I thought the Great Time War happened between Pertwee and Baker.
No.
And then it happened again. I thought there was multiple time wars.
I mean, there may have been most of the quote unquote time wars that happened were in the books.
Okay.
A lot of it were in the 8th Doctor's run, because there's a lot of books with him in it. Basic Paul McGann.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not. What?
I said I don't know why, but okay.
Because he only had one. Technically episode per se, and it was the TV movie.
Correct.
And then that was supposed to launch
they also
the
made
series, but it never got picked up.
They also made his Master an American, which
still kinda, yes. I mean,
Eric Roberts did not speak with a British accent. He was straight up Eric Roberts.
Right.
Like the best of the best. Eric Roberts.
The reason why they did that is they were trying to, at the time, appeal to an American audience to pick it up as that. Because at that time the American audience was pretty much underground. They were not as if in the forefront, I guess you could say, as it was, as the British fans, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
It was very, at that time, it was still viewed as a British show, not like an international thing.
Oh no, I understand that,
but
my parents told me they watched it on PBS.
Yes, and that's how my dad, got it. And I think I might have told this story, but if I have, oh well, whatever. It's better retelling. Before my dad got remarried, I know that He still had the trailer on the land that he had, or that mom and dad live on right now. In fact, we built the house. The front porch that we had became the back porch of the new house.
Fair enough.
So it wasn't that big of a move, as it were. I mean, so, but before all of that, before he got remarried and whatnot, he was one of the few people who actually he had VCRs back in the 80s.
Oh, like when they were first made?
Yes, like when they first made.
Yeah.
2 of them. He had 2 of them.
You're talking about the pop-top ones, right?
Oh, yeah. The thing that there's a pa-chunk and then it pops out. And not Yeah, not the ones that you slide into front, even though those are, but it slides in and then plunk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rewind.
What he would do, because Doctor Who would air on PBS on Sunday mornings.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we're going to church, so he would go and had it programmed so it would record while we went to church. That's cool. And then he would go and watch it later.
That's cool. Is that where your collection comes from?
Yes,
that's where VHSs?
Yes, they're all on VHSs. Yes. And for those of you who have made mention of get rid of them, a good portion of them, and the only reason why it's a sentimental thing. Granted, there's a lot of actual like movies that are up there. A lot of them, I was just like, I don't foresee myself ever rewatching those.
Right.
Now, I do have some Doctor Who's on VHS before I got a DVD player.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got my first DVD player in 2000 and something, maybe. It was, yeah. But anyways.
My PlayStation was my DVD player.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a 98 or 99, early 2000s. Anyways, I bought it for myself.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I have the special edition of the 97, 98, and 99 special edition of the original trilogy on VHS. And the subsequent special edition of episode 1 that came with a cell of film.
Oh, nice.
From the movie, that's
with the CGI Jabba the Hutt and
I think it's a picture of Padme. I don't remember what actually.
Oh no, I'm talking about. Are you talking about that special edition where it's got actually the little CGI Jabba the Hutt telling showing up when Han is pulling out of the Mos Eisley?
Well, yeah, that was before that. Yes, this was whenever in '97, whenever Lucas went and did the special edition, started this special editions of the original trilogy. Yes, that's those.
Huh. And
I have them on. Subsequently got them on DVD, so I don't have to use that. But I still have, like I said, the special edition of Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, that came with the little cell frame of film.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. Anyways, back to Doctor Who. I don't really have much else.
I don't have anything else.
I mean, it was
not self-contained.
Yay!
I hope the whole miniseries isn't self-contained, but
obviously there's going to be ramifications going forward.
No, like you said, it's all going to wrap up in a nice little bow, and we're going to show up on the New Year's special, and it's going to be like nothing even happened.
Nothing happened. Nothing bad happened ever, except the Daleks show up again. This will be the third New Year's in a row that the Daleks have been. Though I don't know if this is going to be dealing with the ones that the one dude made and cloned.
Yeah.
the thing. But anyway,
that was redonkulous. Revolution of the Daleks.
Yeah, the Revolution of the Daleks, and I don't remember what the first one was, where the Dalek scout was uncovered.
Yeah.
And then reassembled itself and whatnot. But
yeah, I don't remember that. You are mutated.
Anyways. So we will be looking forward to the New Year's. We will probably do it the day after.
Most likely.
Yeah, most likely. Sometime. Maybe on the day of. I don't know.
I'm not looking at a calendar, so I don't know what day the first falls on.
If it follows suit, Christmas is on a Saturday, then the New Year's will be on a Saturday as well, because it's set up like that.
Right.
Our calendars are weird like that. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. It was, like I said, it was nice to see Kate Stewart back in. It was nice to hear them using an audio clip of Nicholas Courtney, obviously before he died, and as the Brigadier General Lethbridge Stewart, Alistair Gordon Lethbridge Stewart, which, there is an episode with Tom Baker and it's funny because the entire time, I guess, that whenever John Pertwee's version was working with UNIT as their scientific advisor, that's the reason why how he managed to justify his existence around, or they justified his existence or whatnot. It never came up, but he is Scottish, got some Scottish lineage, and this one story, and it deals with the Loch Ness Monster, obviously, and the Brigadier is standing there. Top half is his dress uniform. Lower half is his Scottish plaid kilt.
Okay.
Of his family.
Yeah. That's interesting.
It was like, okay. Yeah. So he isn't just, he's got Scottish heritage. So, anyways, so I guess that's gonna wrap this up. Most of it was wrapped up in a nice little bow, not all of it. Some of it leaked out and flew off over there, just like the rest of the Flux. It got stored in the passenger form.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess the next thing is going to be the New Year's.
Yep.
And then we shall see what the following year holds. Based on what I've heard, it's going to be like TV specials. I'm not sure exactly how many. That is yet to be, determined. And obviously, we'll be there to do reactions to it. Excuse me, with you guys always joining us, as always.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us on this wonderful 6-part. Wonderful, maybe a bit of a stretch. Very mentally taxing.
Yes.
6-part story journey. And be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you do not miss any episodes. Also, Patreon is a thing down there, so do that. There are some goodies on there on Patreon that aren't on YouTube, so yay. Until then, bye-bye and be blessed, everyone.